Welcome back to Colorado Sports Connection. We're talking with McKenzie Haley, Miss Rodeo America, who is in town for the National Western Stock Show and Rodeo. Now, McKenzie, there was a lot of preparation to becoming Miss Rodeo America.
There sure was.
Take us through these steps. It started back in 2004 when you were Junior Miss Rodeo, South Dakota, and the 2005-2006 South Dakota High School Rodeo Queen.
Well, I entered my first queen contest and my first rodeo when I was 10 years old. So it's been quite the journey of growing up and becoming confident in yourself and growing up in rodeo and the rodeo queen contest world. I was Junior Miss Rodeo South Dakota in 2004, and in 2005 I was the South Dakota High School Queen, which every state has a high school queen. Then you all go to nationals to compete for the National High School Rodeo Queen. And I graduated from high school, sold my barrel and pole horse, and focused on school for a few years. And then knew I wanted to compete for Miss Rodeo South Dakota, but let myself age a little bit. I wanted to be older. And then had a year as Miss Rodeo South Dakota, and now Miss Rodeo America.
Okay, so now you're Miss Rodeo America. Take us through that process when you were crowned Miss Rodeo America in Las Vegas.
Well, on the coronation, so after a week of competition, they have the coronation on the 4th, so it's Saturday afternoon. And what they do is they bring all the girls out and they name the top 10. So all the top 10 step forward, and I was the second to last one called, so I was 9th to be called. And talk about sweating bullets, I was so nervous. And then right after they call the top 10, they announce the top 5 right away. And I was the last one to be called for top 5. So both being called at the end was...
But hang on one second here.
Yeah.
You said you were the last one called, okay, for the top 5.
Yeah.
When they announced number 4 and you're waiting, what's going through your mind right there?
Please, your God, please, your God.
So that is going through your mind, okay.
Yeah. Very nervous, and I wanted it so bad. And so when they finally called your name for top 5, it's like just a sigh of relief. And then once they call the top 5, they take all the top 5 back to a green room, and one by one the girls come out and they answer a question and then they model. And then after that's done, they bring everybody back out on stage and announce the category winners. And then they bring the top 5 forward and announce 4th runner-up, 3rd runner-up, 2nd runner-up, 1st runner-up, and then the winner.
Now, take us through that process there. Here you are, the top 5, okay, and they're announcing the 4th runner-up. What's going through your mind now when you don't hear your name being called?
Excitement, anxious. And when it got down to the 1st runner-up in California, we were really, really close friends. I had gotten really close with the California girl who was 1st runner-up and the Nebraska girl who was 3rd runner-up. So to be up there with those girls was really, it was cool because we had gotten to be such good friends. And Marky and I were standing up there as, 1st runner-up and the winner, and an amazing feeling. We were both crying, and it's a very, very emotional time. And then to have my name called as Miss Rodeo America, it's very on top of the world feeling. You can't really explain it because it's such a moment what you've been waiting for so long and working towards for so long that having it actually come true is very surreal.
Now, you said this has been one of your goals since you were 10 years old.
Yeah.
Now, I believe your aunt was Miss Rodeo South Dakota in 1994, and she was runner-up, first runner-up for Miss Rodeo America in 1995.
Yeah.
Tell us about the role she played in helping you get this title.
Well, I've lived with, her name's Erin, my aunt's name is Erin. I've lived with Erin every summer since I was 14. So she has passed down her knowledge, her love for rodeo and being a rodeo queen onto me. So I've really have learned so much from her, and she truly has helped me grow and helped me become a better rodeo queen and competitor in that sense. But I moved in with her in May and have lived with her up to the contest just to get ready, and man, she pushed me and pushed me and pushed me, and she wanted it for me just as much as I wanted it for myself. So she has definitely played a huge role in me becoming Miss Rodeo South Dakota and Miss Rodeo America.
What about now here you are a role model now, okay, especially to a lot of these younger girls. What do you tell them on the importance of education out there now?
I feel education is very important. I'm going to school for elementary education and wanting a master's in school psychology, and I believe that going on to college is very important today. to be able to, do what you want to do and be able to have a career that you're going to support yourself. So I think education is very important, and young girls who want to do, and rodeo queen things and rodeos, I encourage that. I'm a strong believer in 4-H, but education itself, I think, is very important that people go into college.
Now, you also competed as well in high school, and it said you made it to the state finals 3 times?
Yes, I competed, and I ran barrels, I ran poles, and I tied goats. And high school and 4-H rodeo was a blast for me. Now looking back, I think, oh my goodness, I had so much fun doing that. So it's a great way to, and rodeo and 4-H and rodeo, I feel, are great ways for young people to gain independence and learn responsibility and hard work and dedication. So it definitely taught me those things.
Now, did you play any other sports aside from rodeo during your high school career?
Yep, I played basketball, volleyball, I ran track, and I cheered for football.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did everything.
Now, what about when you take a look at the contestants today? Okay, in rodeo. Tell us what goes through your mind, because I don't think people know the dedication that goes into the sport of rodeo, especially when these contestants, everything that they do comes out of their own pocket.
Oh yeah. They have to pay to compete. There's entry fees, and they have to pay those entry fees in order to compete. And all the entry fees then goes into the purse that they're going to, trying to win. And they have to pay for their travel. They have to pay for their horse. They have to pay for the mileage that they put in to travel. And they also then on top of that have to pay for their entry fees. But for rodeo competitors, it's a lifestyle. It's something that either they've grown up doing or they are doing now. That it's a complete lifestyle, and that's their life, is being farmers or ranchers or competing in rodeo. So it's very hard work, very dedication, and you have to love it.
We're going to take another break, but when we come back, I want to talk about what your role is right now here in Colorado during your 3-week stay for the National Western. We'll continue our talk with McKenzie Haley, Miss Rodeo America, right here on Colorado Sports Connection.